Shit, look at this place. Like it's gonna... Oh. I do wish I'd sprayed myself with some mosquito repellent or something. Ah, jeez. Good brakes on her. Took a little spill, but I'm all right. This is a big video. Long, girthy, packed full with hooning around on a little bike. Little bike, big pain at the end of the day. My body is sore from the ceiling to the floor. You big dumb you know where I'm going with that. Enjoy as I take off out of my parents' beautiful backyard. Ooh, it is incredibly hot. 91 degrees with a high of 94, so we're gonna keep it moving. Also feel like I'm mildly dehydrated, so that's a good way to start a ride. If I've ever known about one. There's a fucking bee right there. Get away. I got stung recently. Unenjoyable. Prefer not to relive that moment if I didn't have to. Now, I'm not gonna be honest, or I am going to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you. The E-Ride would handle this a whole hell of a lot better. Have a little more clearance here. Okay. This is actually open. Oh, that really fucking pounds and punishes the prostate, let me tell you. So this used to be obviously not developed, and you saw a bunch of footage of that. This is still not too bad to ride in though, honestly. There's still some good ground to cover. Oh, and some fat ass ruts as well. Holy shit, what the fuck? It's like a section of whoops or something. So I'm doing all this seated because standing just, the ergonomics are not right since this is a pit bike and I am 5'11". If you're any taller, I gotta say standing would be an absolute, just out of the case for you. We ain't gonna waste too much time here. Quick little snip-a-doo at a photo. Go ahead and change that lens for me one time. Perfect. I'm not trying to stay stationary any longer than I have to with this 92-degree heat today. You know? my Lord. I'm doing all this seated because, like I said earlier, the ergonomics aren't there to stand. Ooh, some horse dung here. Be careful. It's a beautiful odor. So we're gonna go back there because there is some trails. Oh. Trying to wash out that front end. Yeah, it'll do it. Look at that, just pushing it with the old Torqueroony. We're gonna go ahead and follow this Honda CR-V over here and see where he's heading off to. Looks like a compost station. Beware of snakes, it says back here. We got a couple of e-riders over here. Yeah, it is. No, this is the full-blown one. Is there trails back there?
Like past that, they just connect to each other.
Okay, cool.
So there is a neighborhood back there, but you can't get in.
Sick. Well, enjoy.
Thanks. That one's sick.
Thank you. I just picked this up. $3,100 shipped, which is like crazy.
The light is like 1,000 cheaper.
Yeah, it's like does 45 miles an hour. It still rips.
That's sick.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna go explore back there and see what I can get into.
All right, be safe.
All right, guys. So we've got two different ways to go. We got this dirt path, which I think where the e-riders came from. Looks like there's a smaller trail to the right of that. This goes all the way down fire access road to the electrical stuff. We're gonna go this way. And there's a poop bag hanging there. Oh shit. Oops. I guess that Honda CR-V didn't go this way. Dude, this thing rips back here. Okay. Holy moly, dude, this is crazy back here. Front end washed out on me and made me squeal like a little girl, as you guys heard. It's probably not the last time you'll be hearing that sound coming out of me today. Okay, somebody's house is off to my right, comes around to a big open area. So this is some deep trail here. Oh, we're just kind of cutting through into the woods here. Probably getting a little more lost. That's all right though. Oh no, yeah, we are. This is not where we need to be. God damn it. Swing ourselves back around before we get some poison oak or something back here for no reason. Well, the reason being we decided to come back here. It smells delicious back here. Fresh oak and birch and the types of trees. Ooh, it's a big ass rut that I hit on the other way. All right, go ahead and hit ourselves a right here, even though we're in the wrong. She scoots. Oh. fucking moves. Where did we come from? We came from over there. Let's go this way. Wait, that's where we came from. Yep, because you can see my tracks, my trails, which I try not to leave any ruts or anything like that, but obviously when you got this much horsepower underneath you, 8 kilowatts, she tends to lay down a little rubber. What a sick little place to rip back here. Okay, interconnects that way as well. I wonder where that car went. Okay, right by the snake pit. I don't think there's any snakes over here. I can tell the chain's getting a little loose because I can hear it wiggling and waggling underneath me. No, she's still tight as a fucking drum. Now, there's that Honda CR-V coming up there. I don't know where the hell he was, but we about to fucking find out as we were going back in there. Even the Parks and Recreation guy waved. That's good. That makes you feel like you're not going to get busted back here. Gives you a false sense of security. Get the heck out of here before we get a dragonfly at the bottom. I don't think they fly there, but I do wish I'd sprayed myself with some mosquito repellent or something. Oh, hell yeah. I'll whip her around here. We're a little picature. Pretty overgrown back here. It's like we're in the jungle. I know some of these will be a winner. Kinds of big old freak beast back here. Front end's washing out on, whoa, and the back end just spitting sand. Stop there. Ooh. I'm getting a little bold for my britches on this thing. Not really wearing very good riding gear. Could be acting like a hoon. Oh, this is where we were just at. Swing her around. There it is. This thing screams like a fucking Turkish banshee, whatever that means. Oh God, there's like a huge, crazy web with a. I had to duck to not get in his webs, but I'm sure there's more of those assholes back here. Let's not, you know, and say that we did. How about that one time? Whew, scary. Scary stuff that we don't like. Holy moly, this thing rips. Something fierce. I landed on my balls a little bit there, that hurt. I bounced up and landed right on them. Got ourselves another little access road here. Holy shit, look at this place. This is like a scene out of The Last of Us or something. Oh. Yeah, baby. Where's she spit out at? Okay. This spits out at some kind of a, oh, at the park. Okay. Yeah. Another cut through over there, straight ahead, but we're gonna take a right over here and find out what this be about. A little bit of a steep drop. Private property, yes it is. Beautiful home, lots of vegetation. Taking a right, popping a wheelie. I wonder if I could squeeze through this. Hell no, bars are way too wide. We're kind of stuck in here. No dogs, bikes, skateboarders, rollerblades, etc. I don't see anything about e-rippers. Let me guess, snakes and gators and stuff down here as well? I'd be offended if there wasn't. All right. Oh, I see where we popped out at. Overgrown, baby! Butterfly. There's a picture if I've ever known about one before. I'm discovering all kinds of cool places. This is right by my parents' house, so I throw this thing in the back of the car, a little pitter McRipper, and get to having a good time. Check the chain and the tire pressure real quick. It'd be cool if this was high-tech enough to have a tire pressure monitor, you know, thing on the display. That'd be cool. E-Ride doesn't even have that. Chain's getting a little loose. Another trail over here. And this is fenced off, it looks like. Check this out. Another trail over here to the right. This is definitely fenced off. And this goes to somebody's property. It's overgrown, can't really cut through. Okay, that's where that connects. Big log right there, watch yourself. Don't know who I'm talking to, I'm the only fucker out here. Okay, I know exactly where we are. Let me loop back around. It feels like I'm going so much faster than the displayed speed on account of it being a small bike. Holy moly. What an absolute shredder. This is awesome. Getting warm. I'm riding back here. Bouncy. know snakes back here. I've heard about them. I don't know if they ever see any mini bikes, so I'm gonna give them a close-up look. Ooh, a private neighborhood. I like these. So you got a really nice place back here. Allow me to explore a little bit. Man, you can really let your bazingas scream through here. Holy moly. It smells terrific. I don't see. Now, is this a plaid? Not a plaid. So this is where all the rich people live, basically. I'm not rich, but I'm gonna drive through here. Brakes on her. Oh good, we've landed ourselves in a court, but we're not really, you know, dead end or anything like that because there's obviously always a way to get out. A little stinky back here, I will give you that, but you know what else is stinky? Getting Karened at by a couple of fucking people in a rich neighborhood. God damn it, we're actually stuck back here. Fantastic. Love that for you and for me as well. Ah, jeez. Oh boy. This is actually technically open as well. Let's go ahead and just give it a little tap. Is this the back of somebody's property? I don't know. Bike's definitely losing power a little bit as we are getting low on battery, unfortunately. Yeah, that's mode 3. I'm cranking her fucking hog right now and it's barely screaming for me. Oh yeah, that's a nice little cut back here. Very overgrown. Lift our feet up here for the snakelets that we know like to hang out back here. Oh. God damn, I'm getting whipped in the shins like nobody's business right now. Oh man, and this is also a dead end, just shitty. Oh man, it's soft as hell down here. Overgrown. Unfortunate. Big dip there. Comes up on you quick. Okay, and the bike has just cut power completely. Completely dead now. And this is not the place we want to be doing all that, because we're not even allowed back here. So that's the second time that's happened to me. I'm assuming the bike's just getting too hot or something. Holy moly. Ah, overgrown, overgrown. Man, that was not enjoyable back there. Wouldn't recommend that for anybody. Let's hope the bike doesn't cut off again. We got a little doggy over here. Yeah, the bike's not giving me 110%. She ain't even giving me about 90%. I would give her a pretty low grade if I were her teacher. This was the way out of here, I do believe. We're just backtracking. Perhaps not. Also, it feels like one of the tires might be getting a little soft. We've got to check that out. It is 91 degrees out here. That's probably why the bike cut off a second ago, but turning it off and turning it back on seemed to do the trick. What the hell? I don't know if it's the pads or what, but the rear brake, I'm having to pull a lot more now. What the hell, dude? It feels like shit right now. Like it's in some kind of limp mode. Thing's pissing me right off right about now. Might not be a hot weather bike. Really can't handle the Florida heat. Yeah, she's lost a lot of her power, that's for sure. What's over here? Is this your guys' amenities or whatever? Oh, you know what? That little park over there is actually what we were just cruising in a second ago. It's all like looped together. Do we follow this FedEx guy to the right or do we go this way? I'm gonna say we go this way. So the camera does not do justice to how steep these freaking things are. So it's definitely lost a lot of power. Being at 50% battery life, I feel like it should be kicking out a lot more power right now. Must just be because it's hot. This is like a little half pipe bowl. This is so sick. Oh. Dude, this is so fucking sick. God, I'm having so much fun out here. Yeah, it has definitely lost a bunch of power. I don't know if it needs to cool off. See, you wouldn't know because unlike the E-Ride, there's no temperature on here for the motor, controller, and battery. Oh yeah, it can barely even get the front wheel up for a wheelie. my God, see it right there? That could have been an instant fucking death right there. Not instant death, but it could have been genuinely bad for me. You gotta be careful. Sometimes these obstacles creep up on you, and before you know it, there's some crazy butt fucking shit right in front of you. Uh-oh. Oh, isn't that great? Turn it off, turn it back on. Great, she's alive again. If you could stop doing that, that'd be great. That's the third time now. Well, this is fun to ride back here. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And look at that little branch right there. Can I roll right over you? Yes, sir, I can. And yes, sir, I definitely will. Oh. Oh, there she goes again. It's got to be like the bike's overheating or something, right? Is that what's going on? I'm going to have to email Electro Co about that. It is 91 degrees right now, a high of 94, but currently 91. And I am ripping on it, but still, God, that sucks. The E-Ride, I think doesn't do that. This thing is really cutting power on me a lot. That's full throttle, giving her everything she's got.
Push it out. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got.
Boom, cut power on me. That's a great feeling too when you're going fast and then all of a sudden you're not. So this is just coasting under the neutral power, I guess. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's a cut to the Equestrian Center right there. Turn it off, turn it back on. Probably got to stop the bike so it'll actually register again. Yep, there we go. Damn it. Off, turn it back on, put a stop, and the bike should come back to me. That's wow, you know? So I guess this isn't really a bike I'll be riding much in the summer. That's unfortunate, huh? One of the cables for my battery is like loose or something. I'm hoping this is it. Easy fix. And free. No, that one's secure. That one's in there secure as well. It's probably just too hot or something.
But talk to Electro Co via email. They're very responsive. You don't have to be a YouTuber or some special fucker. They get back to you like instantaneously if they are in office. And yeah, it's the motor that was getting hot. It tapers back the power and then it'll just cut off. Overwrite that by turning the bike on. But that's another perk or benefit of getting the mod motor, which is currently $350. I do have a discount code for Electro Co, by the way, down there in the description below. And that inexpensive mod would not only add more torque, but it would keep my bike running in the Florida heat for longer.
I'll try and let it cool off like this. Do a little pull, let it get some air. Do a little pull, let it get some air. See if that does anything for it. I guess I could also take it out of sport mode too. I just, you know, why would I want to do that? Sport mode's kind of like my bread and butter on this thing, you know what I'm saying? And I like to butter the bread on her, that's for sure. In mode number 2. I don't usually do this because, you know, I was born to rip, just like this thing is RTR, ready to rip. Dude, that was so fucking hard. I'm surprised I didn't bend a spoke on that or something. Hope I don't get like a friggin' pinch flat or something from that. Put her back in sport mode for the wheelies. Ooh, she's pulling a little bit. No hand in this thing is a little bit scary in comparison to a bigger bike for sure. It definitely feels like it's gonna... Oh. I actually took that thing with me. That was insane. A lesser man would have gone down there, but you know. So basically I just moved this thing a couple feet, Jesus. That was a little scary, you know, the whole front end washed out on me, but I've got the nuts of a tiger and the brain of a beaver, so it didn't do too much for me. If I was smart enough to process the danger that just happened to me, I might have been a little upset. Ooh, that front tire feels nice and soft now. No, you're just high on the good drugs, Kev. That's all it is. What was that? Oh, just a stick. It's probably another good reason to wear MX boots so you don't get slammed in the shin, something like that. Oh no, I'm all right. A little spill, but I'm all right. Honey, baby. Bars are a little crooked after that one. Damn, slammed pretty hard. Cruise back to the house. Slowly but surely. That one did hurt a little bit. Bike's all crooked and whatnot. Cruising back to the house. Pretty hurt, actually. You gotta be careful with those ruts, especially on the smaller bike. At least we're close to the car and everything, that's good. And the bike's rideable, that's also good. Man, that was a good little slam.
So that is me walking up to the door of my parents' house. I did go to urgent care because it looked like the bone in my forearm was getting ready to pop right out of the skin. Really, that was just some, I don't know, a little excess blood vessel or something. No broken bones and no concussion, although my arm is black and blue and all kinds of nice colors. My ribs are bruised. So what happened exactly? Super simple. It's a three-parter, really. I was already feeling real confident because I had that near accident earlier where the front end slid out from under me and I didn't put the bike down. So after that, I was feeling pretty confident, so I wasn't really paying attention to the terrain quite as much as I usually do, which leads me into the next part and the biggest one, which is the fact that I'm on a pit bike / mini bike. So if I was on my e-ride or, you know, definitely something like an Ultra B, which is a full-size dirt bike, that rain rut probably wouldn't have effed me up quite as bad. It still would have like jarred me, but I think it would have rolled through it. Yeah, it was all bad. But luckily I'm making a full recovery. It's only 3 days after the fall and I'm feeling okay. In grave pain for sure, but no, I'm doing good over here. I should be popping wheelies in 2 or 3 weeks with a torn meniscus in my hibiscus. That's a kind of tea at Starbucks, I think, the hibiscus. The bike is in absolute mint condition. She just needs to have her bars bent back and the forks might be a little out of whack. That's fine too. We'll take care of that, but the bike's fine, honestly. Subscribe.